Namaskar. Good morning. You belong to English medium school, right? Uh, Dear friends, Reverend Father Jaya Prakash, our economist of the province of Guwahati, Father Sebastian, Father Vincent, Father Johnson, Father Somesh, dear sisters, staff members, teachers, students, parents, and dear friends. My heart is full and overflowing as I witness this program, and my memories go back to 25 years ago when we had similar programs in Ampuri, Bodhampuri, Gauri Nagar, Jaipur, and such other places in near Karigaon.
Joto ko Jisu marang ting father node abu joto father sister koy ko jawraw kan joto hol abu Jisu marang are johare emabon kana a ting ne ki men chida je 25 bochor lahare chelka hui lena amguri ona tola nakha kore ona ting aroi dise rode kan tabuna.
All this began from the year 1996 when we saw with our own eyes the struggle, the pain, the agonies of the people of this region during the time of the conflicts.
Pada negi dise rode da 1996 re chelka unde lehai ku hui lena ai mohor adi kosto se duk nakha rebon tahe kana ona ting aroi dise rode kan tabuna.
We surely jumped into the idea of starting a program for children who were deprived of education.
Nia father unaku cek ku kahini hui lena unaku nyel bara kate gi disa kida are menda abu thoda gan kami hi tabra ko kati kati gidra ko lagi se nege nachar ko lagi.
And we started this program with volunteers from those years, 96. Again, the conflict took place in 98 and continued. Children were living in big refugee camps all around this region who were totally deprived of education.
Father una arhoi disa roda chelka 96 re se 98 dabi chelka aima gidra ko hane node ko tahe kana adon ko volunteer ko nyel bada ke ko ar nyel se kate ko men kida je gidra ko lagi chikate padha ko ya una ko kurumutu ida.
I cannot forget how we started the volunteers for whom we just gave an incentive of 50 rupees per month to educate and train the children in the refugee camps.
Ko volunteer ko joto hor paisa ko em kida 50 taka kite chikate unku gidra ko aima ko tahe kan ma refugee camp re unku jemon padha ko dari.
The children at risk education care, it began in many refugee camps, and we began to expand the group of volunteers, and gradually we told them they were barefoot teachers because most of the teachers were not qualified, they were not matriculates, they had barely passed class 8.
Unku una ko nyel bada kite aima volunteer ko tahe kana una saw sawte aima chichi dai ko tahe kana koi ko do una barefoot koi katare se panahai ko che ko bang tekan takwa una ko unku sawte nuku chikate unku camera gidra ko thekan unku ko padhaw chukwa.
And those teachers, I believe there are some of them around here. If they are here, I would like to greet them and acknowledge them. And is there any teacher from 98, 2000? Any?
Jahai tichit dai ko mena ko pe khai nia surre jahai 96 ko jahai una ko
Pavitro
kan thena
Pavitro
देखते हजू पे फादर अपने तुलो ᱧᱟᱯᱟᱢ ᱮ ᱢᱮᱱ ᱡᱚᱝ ᱠᱟᱱᱟ.
Pavitra कितने पर ज्वाइन करेছে? तो तरागत पूर्वा से लगी नहीं. Simon Haru याते कुनु नहीं. Okay. So I like to say to Pavitra, but there are many others who Michael, what is he today? Oh, Michael. Yeah. Yes. He was one of those. Also. So, at this moment, I would like to acknowledge the heroic and sacrificing services of Anna Richa and Deba Datta, who were chiefly responsible for the organization of the program of the care schools.
Father niya gadi uni acknowledge menda sarhau cui menda cida je aima hor node onaku kami ku menek kan thena mungkin mudre barya hora nyutum lay kida.
And this program continued for several years because of the sacrifice of many teachers who sustained themselves with very ordinary simple salaries of 500 rupees, 700 rupees, 1000 rupees, 1500 rupees, and I think when I left the maximum payment was just only about 4000 rupees. So we greet Michael, please come, and he represents all those teachers who have helped us. Yourself, 2006, okay. Many 2006 600 টাকা পাইয়াছিল মাত্র 600 টাকা.
Pada adi raskai kada un samay koi nito tumoy mite aburan cicik master menai tabuna 600 taka una thoda gan paisa nyam kete roho uni gidra koi parai ko antana uni lagi rata tai tabun pa joto hor.
And I think there was a group of 70 to 80 teachers minimum in those years, looking after about 3,500 children in 42 care schools.
70 koi 80 cicik dudai ko thekna master ko nito mena ko gaya unko aima gidra ko padhao ge ko kan thena unko lagi adi raska father ema ko kana.
This was one of the most satisfying programs for me personally and for the Don Bosco Youth Mission and Educational Services.
Unate father adi raskai kada ar adi santushto ikada chikate je unko aima hor ko cicik kan thena nit david te.
And fortunately for me, my successor, Father Johnson Parakel, continued the project for the next many years, 6 years from 2012 to 2018.
Una father ka koi kami kan themna 2012 khoi 18 debi uni ran successor hisabte se nitho Father Johnson abu talare menai gya unate father digas kai koda.
I salute him and I am grateful to him for carrying forward this. I would request you all to give Father as well a big round of applause.
Father Johnson lagi joto hor thai tabun pe chida je Father bhim pe uni gi ne kami do chala horai di kan tabun thena.
And I want to say this very strongly, especially because we have our very senior fathers in position, the economer as well as the director of Bosco Child, the parish priest and rector of Don Bosco School, Guwahati, and several others. I would like to say in public that these programs were managed, started with no project whatsoever, with support from wherever we could. We took from Don Bosco Institute, Don Bosco Youth Mission Educational Services, and the Don Bosco Institute in later years, and we managed the program with very small funds. It was much later that we began to get some small funds, initially from DKL, very small funds, and then later came in on certain Mr. Martin Gasper, whom I also acknowledge because he helped us to continue the program.
Father sergi adi raskai kada nda apuran aiman manotan father ko mena ko Father Jaya menaya una sa sa to apo ka father ko unko joto hor sarahai mago kana chida je joto fan do to ban tahe kana niye ko chikate chalao lagi en roho hande nda ko paisa jagor kete jasti kaite apuran manotan Martin Jasper uni to e godi tena father unate adi raskai sala uni hoi sarahai mago kana.
It was in those times, in 2012, if I remember correctly, Father Ignatius Gari arrived from Germany, and that began to make one more difference because Martin Casper was from Germany, and the association grew even stronger from 2012, and the Amgori school, which was otherwise constructed by the German doctors, was further expanded through Father Ignatius, and he also took care of the care programs. Please give a big round of applause to Father Ignatius.
Thank you.